Spain has a new finance minister to help fight its way out of the debt crisis. And he's a one-time Lehman Brothers banker. Our Europe editor, David Tweed, is here. He's got his work cut out for him, hasn't he?
He has, when you consider what Spain's got in terms on its plate. I mean, 23% unemployment. They've got a debt-to-GDP ratio that looks like it might rise to something like 68 to 70% of GDP by the end of this year, which doesn't look so bad, but the real issue is the banking, and it's the bank's 176 billion euros worth of troubled assets linked to real estate loans. That's according to the Bank of Spain. So Luis de Guindos is going to have to handle this. He is, we call him the banker actually, he's going to be the guy who is going to be the mouthpiece of Spain, Rajoy's credibility, because he speaks fluent English, unlike Rajoy, who doesn't speak any English. So he's going to have a lot on his shoulders in terms of the international reputation and credibility of Spain. He is, we call him the banker because he was at Lehman Brothers, headed the Iberia business of Lehman Brothers. He's also been a director of PricewaterhouseCoopers, and he was a deputy finance minister in the last government between 2002 and 2004. Now, he's said to be pragmatic, and he understands that Spain's problems are all to do with financing. Doesn't speak. We interviewed him back in November, and back then he said that what he really wants and thinks that Spain should be doing is really focusing on the cleaning up the banking system. Provisions. He talked about stricter provisions to reflect the decline in land values in Spain. So that's one thing we can expect out of him. He also said, and this is quite interesting, that if the banks can't raise the capital in the markets and they don't get it from the government, then maybe they should think about approaching the EFSF. Of course, this is a rescue fund, which would be tantamount, really, to Spain having some sort of bailout.
David Tweed, thank you very much, our Europe editor.